I'm not sure if it's popping up this time or not. Let's find out, shall we? I don't want to do anything if the stream isn't gone. Come on. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Get it? Is it going? Okay, it's going this time. I don't know why it wasn't going the first time, but it's going now. It appears to be delayed. Okay. Oh, it's actually going. Start the game. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Whenever I click on things, something on the keyboard. Oh. Let's hope that guy wasn't doing something important.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I'm gonna touch everything. You can't just. I'm gonna touch every little thing. See, me. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna touch everything. I don't like miss anything because I know this game has a ton of secrets. Okay. We've got some more people watching. Howdy doodly doo. Painting. Door's locked. This guy looks like he's working on something important. Let's turn that off. We'll ruin his hard work. We'll say, who farted? Ha ha ha, I'm laughing hysterically. That joke was not funny. What's this? Be my Valentine. No one wants to be your Valentine. Ugly bitch, I'm like. Serene accent. Off. Okay. So, to anyone, this is my first time like ever actually playing this. I've never played this game before. So, wait, is that? No, it's not the time I said. Wait, is it? If that's the current time, that's it. I hate Mondays. There.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Dang it, I'm dyslexic. I don't know which I don't know which way's left. Okay. Anyone who feels like chatting right now, please. I'm so dyslexic. Which way is left? Also, don't cancel me for being like disrespectful to dyslexic people. I'm not lying. That's actually a thing. So please, I need help. Please, guys. I don't know. Which way do I go? Is no one gonna say anything? I see there are people in the chat. Please, I'm begging you. Please. So help me God.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
didn't,
stop
I
by the
swear to
employee
God.
lounge
Oh my
first,
God.
just to admire it.
Okay, well, that happened.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I mean,
Stanley
sort
simply
of.
stood
It's
here,
like kind of a
drinking it
weird
all in.
ass-looking room, I don't know.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. Can I just not do anything he says? Let's keep going.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Oh my God. I love this narrator guy. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift at $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Well, I guess what's over here? I need a key card. Can I get that key card? Because I don't know where a key card is. Let's go over here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ew.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I could either go through that door or just like jump off and like screw it over again.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oh my God!
Good job,
yes.
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
This game is hilarious. Yes. Okay, we're back at the beginning again. So,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Alright,
memo.
I think I get it. I'm gonna go the correct way this time because I screwed it up the first time. Or I kind of want to go back and see what happens if I
When
go
Stanley
through that
came
other
to
door.
a set of two
So
open
we go-
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Let me
and
just
Stanley knew it
quickly
perfectly well.
rush back
Perhaps he wanted to
that
stop by the
area I
employee
was in.
lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on
Oh
his
wait, there's
left.
also this one. No, I'll go do this one. It's over there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
Oh,
time.
let's go this way.
There's someone you've been neglecting,
there.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I don't really want to go in there, but I guess I am. Oh,
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
what in the
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Can I just not pick it up? What if I just...
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Oh my god.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. If you made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh, okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
Oh.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
What?
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What the hell does that even mean?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Game?
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
And these are all just... What does this even say? Can I, like, plug the phone back in? Like, what's another wrong decision I can make? Go back in the cargo lift?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, okay. So he was like forcing me to go through by now. Wait, can I like find the key card to get through that door, or should I just follow it? I think so. Can I... Okay, so I can't go back over there. Yeah, I gotta go up here.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, Back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Sounds nice. I'm kidding. I hate the real world. Can I stay in a video game land?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, you know I'm going back in here. You know I am.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, I'm gonna keep on going. I don't think I can. Okay. I'm gonna go back in. No. I'm guessing I've like broken like the world now or something. Let me guess, this is gonna be all screwed up too. Please tell me it is.
Oh,
Yes.
ruined.
Yes.
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No.
I have to.
If it like closes the game and shuts down the stream, I'm gonna be pissed. Probably not. It's not doing that.
Oh, I'm here. I'm
What
still
is
here.
going on?
Here in this pile of rubbish.
Hell.
With you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I am. I'm 16 years old. That is legally a child. Yes, that's generally how
If you'd
things
just
work.
gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
God.
That means
Can I
choosing
just keep
responsibly
doing that?
and always
What
putting
happens
the
if I keep
story
doing
first.
that?
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
We're gonna do it again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're going back in here. He didn't say anything this time.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That
So what
means
happens if
choosing
you just keep doing
responsibly
it?
and always putting the story
These
first.
lights are
I'm
on.
quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be
Panel's
fine.
different.
All right. When Stanley
Things are
came to a set
changing.
of 2 open doors, he entered the
Suddenly.
door on his left.
Patience is key. Patience is key.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do this one more time.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley
I'm not
would.
sure if anything's
That means
actually
choosing
gonna happen.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the door on his left.
So let's go in through this door then. Actually go the right way for once.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
For
find
not
an
being
answer
fired.
there.
I mean, I might need some tips on not getting fired. I mean, it seems like I'm pretty bad at my job, so. Wait in the closet. There's one there. Aw.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait, I have a feeling I'm allowed to go down there. I have a feeling it's blocking off a lot of places for me. Because it's like... because of choices I've decided to create. Yeah, I can't go in there either. Go in there. I have to go in here.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Do I have to actually speak? What do I do here?
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Can I understand what I'm saying? Nightshark 115?
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Okay, so that doesn't
You
work.
didn't
I
mishear
don't know
me,
what it
did
is.
you?
No, I
Please
don't know what...
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Yeah, I physically cannot. So I guess we're stuck here.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
What?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? It's okay, I can wait.
This is kind of depressing.
Time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best.
I've been, like,
choice.
sent out into the mortal plane.
It's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Those froze.
Take as much time as you need.
Something's happening. Okay, something happened. Oh, okay, I think that was one of the endings. Like, aren't there endings? Hold up, let me see. Trophies. Okay, so I think
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This time, I'm gonna do what he tells me to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So here in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I feel like there is something.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh my god. How long can I sit here and he just starts spouting?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
My friends probably watching this and finding this concerning.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
What in the
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
They do something else. Oh, he's gonna do anything else. There you go now. That was so funny.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What? I gotta do it for real this time. I gotta do it the way it's designed. We're actually gonna do it this time. No, guys. School. Wait. Executive bathroom. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, and that's what the boss chose. Okay then. Not much in here. There's one filthy ass mirror. Weird looking painting. Single cup. Two more cups. Why are there so many cups in a bathroom? I have no idea. Okay, let's keep going. Wait, what's in here? I can't open this. Oh. Elevator. Oh. Oh my god, I want to go in this, but... Okay, let's keep going, I guess. Back to that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
28. Oh, dang it. It's hard to click to work.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Hello. Senor. Is there anything actually back here, or is this just shadow? It's just a shadow.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Let's keep on.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Tempting. Man, I gotta. Do I?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? Yeah, no, thank you. Let's go back. I don't want to die.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Okay, yeah, let's go this way. Button. A big button. Right.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's 247? Hey, right there. 247, there it is. Just the cabinet.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Who's been chatting on stream? Though I can see when people are on the stream is the thing. So, I know there are people on, they just aren't talking. I would appreciate talking, but if you really feel like you don't want to, well then go ahead. I don't know.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Well, these are complicated controls.
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine! unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere
There we go.
moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley.
Oh my god, yes, finally someone's talking. Thank god, it was so boring. Okay. I got a trophy for getting a trophy. Yay! Okay. Thank god I actually have someone to talk to on this thing. Okay. Basically, I have the free game of the month was Stanley Parable. So
All of his co-workers were
I'm
gone.
playing that.
What could it mean?
So
Stanley
basically,
decided
what
to
I've
go to the
done
meeting room. Perhaps
is
he
I've
had
gone
simply
a
missed a
run
memo.
of doing
No matter how hard
everything
Stanley
he tells me
looked,
not
he
to.
couldn't find a trace
Then
of
I've
his
done everything he
co-workers.
told me to. So now I'm gonna kind of mix it up a bit this time. Let's go try and get another ending. Oh, I also get sat in a broom closet for like 3 minutes, and he was calling me
What
like
is
that.
this?
Oh, okay. This is this Stanley Parable. It's basically like it's a really stupid game of just a guy who goes around with a narrator.
And what is that annoying voice?
Yeah, that's the narrator. It's so fucking funny. Trust me, you're gonna laugh hysterically. Like, this is so funny. Just if I could do the broom closet again, I would show you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You admire the employee lounge.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace,
Coffee nut.
its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Number 1 dad. I hate Mondays.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished,
I love this room.
here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh my god.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I mean, what if I actually, like, just don't listen again? Would he just, like, be so ungodly pissed off? What's these? These with Daisy. So that's a lovely picture, lovely picture. Yeah, oh shit. Lovely picture, lovely picture. Okay, there might actually not be any
You're
more.
so quiet.
Okay. If I'm quiet, then let me fix that. I'll get a headset hooked up, but I'm afraid the game will echo, so tell me if that's happening, and I will...
Alright, just notify me if it's echoing.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh my god, wait, what if I go in the broom closet again? Oh wait, I can't. What's in here? Well, oh, there's a way back over here that I haven't... Well, there's a few things I haven't done.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
So is it
I'm
echoing?
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
I don't hear any echo.
Okay,
But
good.
I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Can't go in there. I can go down here to this creepy chamber. No buckets past this point.
The
What?
British person is not on your side.
Yeah, I don't trust the British guy. I don't trust the British guy, especially a British guy who doesn't like buckets.
Trust.
I feel like you know something I don't.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Chat. If there's multiple people who want to speak up, they can too. Let's put it to a vote, but it will most likely just be Creature of Steel talking, I'm guessing. But someone else might, so choose now. Choose now.
Red.
Okay, red it is.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Oh shoot, yeah, I just... What the hell? Maybe if I go through here, it'll stop lagging? I don't know. Tell me if it keeps
Do we
lagging.
want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Why? I just don't understand. It's like blue light.
No, wait. Where are you going?
You're too bad, loser.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Yes, we
This stream
will.
has gone.
And restart it again. Ah, okay, well, let's kill myself, and then I'll do that.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You have... No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Oh my god, I love just screwing this guy over.
Stanley? Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
You know what? Let's listen to him. Just to, like, cop
Yes.
him out.
Perhaps you can.
Nope.
Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes, you are. Geronimo! Oh, I'm so out
Maybe
of
you're
him.
just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.